Yeah, yeah. You know I love to see you shine that light. I put that love in every rhyme I write. You and I, we ride side by side, so keep shining, y'all, keep shining. Yeah, you know I love to see you shine that light. Yeah, even when you gotta fight those fights, it's like that struggle make you twice as bright. So keep shining, my dude, keep shining. Come on.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video on today. It is the Keeping It Raw podcast. I want to thank everybody that's been rocking with us, watching the videos, everybody that's been making comments on the videos, everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Without you guys, none of this could be possible. But at the same time, we still got a job to do. And we're talking about the Detroit Lions and ways that the Lions can get better in the offseason. At the end of the day, you don't want to see the Lions regress next season. You want to see the Lions get better, man. You want to see this team eventually be able to make it to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that the Lions are going to go to the Super Bowl next season because, you know, everybody has to stay healthy and they have to be able to play on fire when they get into the playoffs, just like they did this season. But not only being on fire, they got to be white hot this season if they really, really want to go to the Super Bowl and win it. Not just going there, but winning it, because they've been 2 times in the NFC Championship game. So I think if they made it to the Super Bowl, you want to go ahead and bring the Super Bowl trophy to Detroit, and the city of Detroit will erupt. But we know that Brad Holmes still has a task. He still has a job that he must carry out, and that's to be able to change the culture of the Detroit Lions. And he has been doing that brick by brick, and I love everything that Brad has been doing throughout the draft. I cannot say too many things bad about Brad Holmes when it comes to his draft selections, because most of the guys have panned out. But except for a few guys, we still trying to figure out what type of player these guys are, and that's Levi, that's Broderick Martin, and that's also Josh Pascal. We still want to know what type of player these guys are going to be and how can they help contribute to this team going forth. You know, we need to know that. But at the end of the day, you got to go out and build this team around Aiden Hutchinson. I've been saying it for years that the Lions, ever since they drafted Aiden Hutchinson, and he has become the man, and he's been on the team. This will be his 3rd season coming up, that Aiden Hutchinson needs some help. He cannot be the only guy in Detroit that can get to the quarterback. Now, yes, I know that Liam McNeil was able to get to the quarterback. He got to the quarterback, 4 or 5 times last season. And that's pretty good, especially for a Lim who is normally a run stopper. And they brought in DJ Reader, and he is another run stopper. So you need to be able to get that push through the middle and have that guy that can get to the quarterback and put pressure on the quarterbacks. Most of the quarterbacks in the league kill us because we can't get to them, or either they're mobile and we still can't get to them. So it's just so many different variants that play a part in the Detroit Lions having one of the best top pass rushing schemes in the NFL, I want to say. Now, Chop Robinson is definitely somebody that the Detroit Lions could draft. Chop could be in the 1st round. Now, it's not a guarantee he could end up dropping. He tested really well at the NFL Combine. He blew the Combine off the doors. But we're not looking for a Combine warrior. We're looking for somebody that's going to come into Detroit and produce. That's what you're looking for at the end of the day. You're looking for players that's going to be dogs, man, from day one. They're going to come in with a great work ethic. And that's one thing I can say about Chop Robinson. He plays with effort. I never saw this kid giving up on plays. When I saw his film, I never saw Chop Robinson giving up. He always, even though if he doesn't make the initial sack and he's able to get to the guy, he's still coming, man. And I like that about Chop Robinson. He's not going to give up. He's going to continue to fight. Now, of course, he's going to need some more pass rush moves. He does have a couple of different moves. I know he has the bend under rip move that he uses, and he uses the bull rush at times. And I think there's a few other moves that I can't think of at this time that he uses. But he's definitely going to have to get more stronger. And he's going to have to me, I think for him, it's going to be about using that speed to power, because he has speed. This dude ran a 4.4, man. He ran a 4.4 at the Combine. You telling me that the Detroit Lions can't use that on the line? and he's athletic. That's what you want. You want to be able to get better. He's athletic. Now, he didn't have the most sacks out of the defensive ends coming into the draft. He had last season, he played in 10 games, had all of 4 sacks. So that wouldn't say like, oh man, he's elite at just getting to the quarterback, but he can get to the quarterback. And one of his skill traits that he's really good at is getting to the quarterback. He has, for his career, 11 and a half sacks. He also has over 60 tackles, and he has 20 tackles for loss too in the backfield as well. So he can be disruptive in the backfield. Yes, he does need to be a little better with stopping the run, but I think that his thing is getting to the quarterback and being elite at it. And if you draft somebody like Chop Robinson, I definitely think that Chop could be elite at getting to the quarterback. You need somebody on that other side of Hutch that can flat out ball and play. And this is the thing that I noticed about prospects. Some prospects put up great numbers in college, and then they go to the NFL and they don't do well. And then you have the prospects that didn't put up any great numbers in college, but they go to the NFL and they start balling and start killing it. Sometimes you just can't. You can't just kind of. You don't know everything about how these players are gonna pan out to be. But what you do know is that you want a dog, and you want somebody that's gonna come in with a great work ethic. Chop didn't put up the greatest numbers when it comes to getting to the quarterback, but when he gets to the NFL, he can turn out to be an elite pass rusher. This happens sometimes. Check the track record on it, and you'll see that some guys have great numbers in college, and then they go to the NFL and they don't do as well. And then some guys that don't put up any great stats in college go into the NFL, and these guys start balling. So maybe Chop Robinson is one of those type of guys where he comes into the NFL and he starts balling. Maybe that could be the thing with Chop Robinson. But what I do know is that Brad Holmes is going to have to go out and find an elite pass rusher to be able to groom. And I don't even care if this kid wins. To me, it's competition. Even when you bring veterans in, it's competition between the veteran. It's competitions between the rookies. Whoever, I want the best 11 out on the field. That's just how we got to be. I want the best 11 players, and I don't care if it's a rookie. If the rookie's better than Marcus Davenport, or if he's better than the kid from Canada, Betts, then so be it. I want that guy on the field. So if the Lions were to draft a Chop Robinson, and he comes in, does well in the OTAs, does well in preseason, and then the Lions are trying to figure out what to do. Like, man, how do we get this guy in the rotation? He did really well. Hey, go ahead and start him. Why not? Why not? If he's the best pass rusher, you want the best guys out on the field. So I think, definitely I think that Brad Holmes is going to do his homework on Chop Robinson. I'm not saying that we're going to walk away with Chop Robinson. I'm not saying that we're going to draft Chop Robinson, but he is athletic. He does bring speed to the table. And I think what's going to be good for him is he's going to be able to translate his speed to power when he comes into the NFL. And if he's able to do that, and one thing else that I like about Chop Robinson is, well, he can drop back in coverage too. So he can drop back, and he can also, cover those little flat routes, and he can cover the little curl routes as well. Chop Robinson is an athlete, man. This dude can flat out play. He can ball. But at the same time, he doesn't have the elite numbers in college. And sometimes you got to be willing to look past that. Not everybody has the greatest numbers in college. That doesn't mean that they can't come to the NFL and ball out. You still can come into the NFL, and you still can be a dog in the NFL. You having great numbers in college, that's cool and that's fine and that's dandy, because people want to see that you put up numbers. But at the end of the day, it's all about production in the NFL. And if Chop Robinson comes into the NFL and he starts balling, man, a lot of teams are going to love that. And if he gets drafted by the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions decide to draft him, then definitely, man, we're going to want to see this kid ball out for the city of Detroit. And we're going to see what type of guy he really is. Peace.
Yeah, yeah. You know I love to see you shine that light. I put that love in every rhyme I write. You and I'll be right side by side. So keep shining, y'all. Keep shining. Yeah. You know I love to see you shine that light. Yeah. Even when you gotta fight those fights. It's like that struggle make you twice as bright. So keep shining, my dude. Keep shining. Come on. Yeah, I learned a long time ago how it happens. When you get it cracking, that's when cats start attacking. Lip flapping, talking smack, a sick fasten. Nation with you passing them by, with your passion. Friends back then, but yo, press fast forward. Now it's like they'd rather clap back than to clap for you. All because you turned a corner. They can't see it like as if you was a transformer, but they can't be it. When you start shining bright, a person reacts. They either